What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I just wanted to do like a real casual update on everything that we have gardening related going on currently. Did I say that right? Was that backward? Let's talk about garden stuff. So today is extremely windy and it's been kind of like raining off and on all day. I really wanted to get back outside to finish up my early spring planting, but it ain't even about to allow. So again, I just wanted to update you guys on some things, show y'all some things that we got going on, and etc. So first things first, let's talk about a delivery that I just recently got, and I mentioned it in my last video, which was the early spring planting, like the first things that we're getting out there planting. I mentioned the onions that I got in the mail. Now I have had these now for several days, and truth be told, they really need to be planted by now. I've had them laying out. Let me start with, I picked them up from Dixondale Farms, which I've purchased onion starts from them before. Last year I got some, and then I want to say the previous year I got Dixondale Farm. I think so, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, so this year I decided to go with a mix because both years I didn't have like really big bulb production. I'm sure you guys can hear just how windy it is outside. My wind chime is like right outside my window right here. It's going ham and cheese. Anyways, so in the past I picked out the varieties that I wanted to grow, but this time I'm like, let me try to like just purchase a sample mix. And honestly, you guys, I did not think that it was going to be this many onions. So I got the intermediate day sampler. If I can recall, it came with, I don't even know. All right, so I had to go to the website. So on the website, the intermediate day sampler, first of all, it is $15.50. So, you know, not super costly. And it comes with 3 different varieties. It comes with candy, superstar, and red candy apple. Now, I want to say it wasn't last year, but the year before that, so 2021, I grew both candy and candy apple with not a lot of success. We're gonna try again, we're gonna see what happens, but superstar is completely new to me, so I'm really excited to try them out again. So these are all of the sets here. Came with a crap ton, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use up all of these. I really don't have just a whole lot of space to grow these, but I did want to grow onions again. So we have that. So I need to plant these out. Hopefully the day clears up at some point and I can just get them planted. I may or may not film it. I don't know, child. But anyways, also recently I grabbed this dahlia mix that I picked up from Aldi. Freaking love Aldi. So these were, I want to say $7.99. I don't know, but I like the blend of colors. It's still going with the theme that I am going with. I have no idea where I'm going to put these. I thought about maybe planting some in ground, like around my deck. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I really just grabbed them because, you know, garden, you know. And then also recently I grabbed some organic ginger, and so I decided that I am going to plant 4 of these pieces because I've never grown ginger before. Maybe I have like a while ago, but I put it in this itty bitty pot, just not even knowing what the heck I'm doing. So I'm thinking I still want to put these in a container, so I'm thinking one of my fabric pots would be perfect to plant these in. And I just have 4 pieces that I broke off, and I have a ton more that I need to juice. So real quick, I want to show you guys what I have outside hardening off. And right when I say that, it's beginning to rain. So we're gonna be real quick. So on this edge of my deck. It is covered, so it doesn't get like hardcore lighting, but it gets enough airflow to where these will be hardened off. But I went on ahead and I put some lettuces out. This is the marjoram and parsley. These are both like pretty cold hardy, but we don't expect to have like anything below like 30 degrees in this 7-day forecast. And then I went on ahead and I put all of my strawberries out here that I was really trying hard to bring back to life. I don't know what's going on with them, but we just gonna see what happens. But that's what I have outside hardening off. And then this is just the seedling tray that was full of failure, and then my leftover leeks. Excuse the noise, my Lomi is running, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update on the hydroponics. So we needed to lift that baby up. Let's zoom in. Ooh-wee. So at this point we are just 11 days of growing. Everybody for the most part looks pretty good, but you can see that I had some issues with germination. So I think at this point I am going to re-sow. Especially up here. I put all spinach up here, and I really want some spinach, so I have none right now. And I believe there were more lettuce, and like these two were cilantro that didn't come up. And then I want to say here, I can't remember, maybe the parsley, maybe, I don't know. But I want to say these are all basils here, Lola Rosa, some sort of lettuce, I forget what they're called. But yeah, I'm going to need to re-sow this at some point. But other than that, I mean, the mustards are looking great. What did I put over here? Some kind of kale, looking great. Lettuces are looking fabulous. Yeah, I'm really pleased. And like, so far this system has been like just completely hands off, and I love that about it. If you guys want to know more information about the hydroponics kit that I have from Let Pot, I will be sure to leave links of both videos that I have posted so far about it, the unboxing and the setup, if you want to know more. So yeah, now let's go down to the basement because that's where everything is. All right, so this is just an overall look of how we're looking. You can see that I cleared up a little bit of space. So just starting over here, we have our bulbs. These are the canna bulbs. No progress yet on those. And then my dahlia bulbs that I wanted to pre-sprout. I don't know. I'm thinking about just putting these in like some pots like this, just to see if these are even viable or not. I feel like they should be, because I mean they look pretty good. But oh, and look, we've got sprouting, so that's a good thing. So at this point I think I am just going to drop these in some little planters and let them do their thing. Now this situation here, these look okay. These are the calendula that we sowed recently, and then some kale. I do need to up pot these. And then the cabbages here are all extremely leggy. Oh. So the cabbages here, extremely leggy. I don't know, I might go on ahead and up pot them. And the same thing with the kohlrabi, very leggy as well. But I don't know, might be a lost cause, but I'm gonna try to up pot them and maybe bury the legginess to bring them back, you know what I mean? All right, and my prized possessions. The tomatoes here are looking absolutely amazing. Here pretty soon I will need to thin them out and up pot them, but I'm currently out of pots, so that's something I need to go on ahead and situate. But the tomatoes are looking fab. Another situation that needs situated, hopefully, yeah, there we go. You can see what's going on here. So these are morning glories, which vine very vigorous, and at this point they need to be out of these really soon. Again, we don't have another like really cold evening for a while, so I feel like I should be okay, but I'm gonna play it safe. But the rest of these flowers are looking amazing. You can see my cilantro finally decided to come up. I will be putting these outside really soon as well, because those are a little bit more frost cold hardy as well. So they'll be good to go outside really soon. Now coming down here, these are all of my Dollar Tree seedlings, and everybody's looking pretty good here. The kale is a little leggy and I'll need to thin that out. The basil surprisingly is not up yet, but maybe it just needs a little bit of warmth. The dill, so I underwatered, so they're looking a little sad right now, but this one is fine. And then the chives back here, bunching onions, are looking pretty good as well. And this is spinach. I only have 2 of those that came up, but then our cosmos looking amazing. I recently sowed some more greens, so some Swiss chard, some arugula, which is up, and also some New Zealand spinach because I felt like I needed more spinach. The rosemary, she's looking divine. I am just so proud of her because I've never started rosemary from seed before, and I honestly thought it was going to be much more difficult, but it wasn't. I have like a nice little plant going here. And then the chervil, I mean, look how beautiful that is. If nothing else, like, this is a beauty of a plant, and I really want to put it somewhere where it can shine on the ornamental tip. But yeah, anyways, so more herbs. These were the remainder of the pepper seedlings. You can see only one has continued to grow on, which is the cayenne, which is great because I really wanted a cayenne pepper, but the chocolate beauty didn't pull through, nor did the fish pepper, which is just sad situation, but it is what it is. All of my basils look amazing, and then this hibiscus here I really need to pot up soon. All right. And of course, our peppers are looking absolutely stunning right now. Soon enough, I will need to go on ahead and pinch the tops so they will begin to bush out more. So most of them, for the most part, have at least 4 set of leaves, which is what you want to look for when you decide to go on ahead and top. Did I say pinch off? You can say top. Topping your peppers provides, so topping your pepper allows for the plant to bush out and become more of a sturdy plant. Otherwise, it just continues to grow with like one leading head, and you know, you end up with more harvest if you go on ahead and pinch off. In my experience, that's what I have experienced, but it may not always be the case. Anyways, so peppers are looking amazing. The eggplant is looking pretty good. This one seems like she's struggling just a tad, so it might be time for me to go on ahead and fertilize these babies again. So that will be on the schedule for this week. And then these gladiolas, you guys, I did not expect this much growth from these babies. So hopefully I will be good to go on ahead and toss those joints out really soon, but I don't know, we'll see. And then this is also fairly new. These are the seedlings that we sowed pretty thick, the petunias, the snapdragons, and some, I'm not even gonna try to say this, what is that? I don't even know how to pronounce it, but yeah, some of those. But yeah, I went on ahead and up potted them so they can I went on ahead and up potted these so they can continue to grow on. And then these here are all of my nasturtiums. So we have the variegated, the, what is this called? The cherry rose jewel, and then the climbing variety that I will be growing. So all of the flowers are looking amazing. All right, and since we are on the topic of flowers, we are officially about 4 weeks out from the final frost here in central Ohio 6A growing zone. So that means that it is time for me to plant up some zinnias. I want to get a head start on my zinnias this year, mostly because in the past when I have direct sowed zinnias, I forget about them. I forget where I plant them, number one, and then also sometimes somebody gets to it while it's like in its real tender state, i.e. slugs or grasshoppers, or I don't even know who, but they decapitate my daggone zinnias and they never like come to full fruition. So I decided that I was going to start them indoors. That way I have a little bit of a head start, and then I can kind of curate where exactly I want my zinnias to grow without risking the seed getting pushed around, because you know squirrels are always up in my space, which if you guys have a tip for how to keep squirrels away, let me know, because I have a ton of squirrels. Anyways, let's talk about which zinnias I'm planning to grow, and then we'll talk about what else I need to start indoors. All right, so I actually have a sunflower here because I decided that I want to go on ahead and get a head start on just a handful of sunflowers. That way I have an earlier crop of them. But this is the Black Russian here, which is just a, so these guys, so the Black Russian grows up to about 10 feet tall and have 12 to 15 inch yellow blooms. So a pretty nice size sunflower, but I want to get a head start on those. And then now let's talk zinnias. So these guys are all a part of my Dollar Tree project here. So I have the giant cactus mixed colors, which looks like that, just ruffly and beautiful. I have the Giants of California mixed color. And then a semi-dwarf Pumila mixed color. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's what that looks like. And then some additional zinnias. I have the Envy. So we have the Envy, Purple Prince, Oklahoma White, and Queen Lime, which is actually the only type of zinnia that I grew last, no, I'm lying. I grew this type and then the Oklahoma White together. So really excited to get those started. I really want so many more flowers this year, and I'm praying that it ends up working in my favor, because I feel like in the past it hasn't, child. All right, some additional seeds that I will be starting over the next few days. I'm not rushing big time on these guys so much. I might even end up pushing it off until next week, because here in Ohio our weather can be like real up and down, and I really want to get these guys a good start, a good, you know, a good solid start. I don't want them to get stunted because we had like a last minute frost or anything like that, or not a last minute frost, an unexpected frost. So these ones I might end up holding off just till, you know, I'm really secure in my 10-day forecast. But you know, we'll see. I'm gonna keep my eyes on things, and that is really key when you're starting your seeds, especially for things that you don't want to keep in pots for too long. And all of these do not do well with like staying potted up too long. So let's just go through. We have all of our squashes and cucumbers and melons. Yes, I said it. melons. All right, so let's just go through. Let's start with our winter squash, and then we'll go from there. So we have spaghetti squash, butternut squash, a gray zucchini, white scalloped, which last year was my only successful squash, and these babies are so prolific. If you have never grown them before, highly suggest. A very mild squash flavor, kind of puts you in the mind of like a yellow squash. Love these. They're beautiful and, like I said, extremely prolific. And then lastly, the tromboncino. So last year was my first time growing this plant, and you guys, it is just a majestic being in the garden. I mean, honestly, I did not, and you know, shoot me for this, but I did not love the flavor. It just didn't have a very strong flavor like most squashes or zucchinis. But I will say I preferred it because on this packet here it says a summer squash, but I've also seen where you can allow it to cure on the vine and all of that and keep it as like a winter squash, and they said it like lends to more of like a butternut taste, and y'all, it does. I keep on getting out of focus. I apologize for that. But anyways, since the seed packet said summer squash, that's why it's in summer squash category. All right, y'all, let's talk melons. This will be my first time trying to grow melons on my Titan trellis. I might let some trail off. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I have 3 here. So I have the watermelon moon and stars, which is just, I mean, such a beautiful melon. And this one has red flesh. And then we have the hearts of gold melon, and these guys, so these guys grow to be 2 to 3 pounds, so I would say like a personal size melon. And then we have the honey rock, which this one doesn't really describe how large it gets, but it does say that this is an heirloom cantaloupe or muskmelon that So it says that it produces reliable yields of at least 7 fruits per plant. I'm just going to grow one. Nobody in my family are really huge cantaloupe fans. I am, so I believe I can consume 7 cantaloupes in a summer. Now let's talk cucumbers. So just because this is like my tried and true cucumber, the first one that I ever grew from seed, and it just makes sense for me, we have the Ashley cucumber, of course, and it's just like your typical cucumber. Grows to be about 7 to 8 inches long, seedy but delicious. We have the lemon cucumber here, which I've never grown before. If I'm being honest, I don't know what it tastes like. Last year I had a pretty bad cucumber year because of slugs, but we're gonna try again. Then we have the national pickling cucumber, which these guys are perfect for pickling, obviously, because of the name. So I will probably harvest these as like miniature cucumbers. That way I can pickle them and make like little whole mini pickles, if that makes sense. And lastly, we have the silver slicer. You guys, this became one of my favorite cucumbers a couple of years ago, and actually it was the only cucumber that I successfully grew that year. So I'm excited to bring this guy back because last year I had none, honey. But yeah, I'm excited about this. So there is one more cucumber that I don't have out with me right now, but it is a bush variety. I want to say it's called the pickle bush. That's what it's called. I will be growing that in Soul's garden, which is my daughter's garden, because it is more compact and it will grow low to the ground. I don't have to trellis it or anything. That way she can pick and eat whenever she wants. So that's the last cucumber. And then another one, which, you know, you guys, I don't know that I've ever raved too much about okra or how much I love okra on my channel, but your girl loves her some okra. Sadly, I'm the only one in my house that loves okra. It's really good for your digestive tract. You can make an okra tea out of it. You can put it in gumbos, stews, all kinds of stuff. So I'm only growing one variety this year, and this is mostly because last year, again, really rough gardening season for me, so I had no okra at all, and this one just seems to be a tried and true variety, and it doesn't get woody really fast. So we are going to be growing the Clemson spineless. Just straightforward, you know. I just need okra in my life, and the store's okras are usually, you know, just not even giving what it needs to give. So yeah. So that, you guys, is going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing all of the updates, including what we plan to start this week. I hope everything is going really successful for you guys. Hopefully y'all's weather is better than ours. If you are planting, I would love to hear what you are putting out this week. Let me know down in the not the description, let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear. I thank you all so much for stopping by once again. I wish you all health, wealth, and prosperity, and until the next time, peace.